YNW Melly trial. It still hasn't started. They're delaying it. I don't know the reason why.
Okay.
But one interesting thing I found out about it is YNW Melly, he's actually accused of killing Anthony YNW Sack Chaser Williams and the who's the other guy's name? Is Sack Chaser and then YNW Juvie. And they decided that they want to bring in some tattoos of YNW Melly into the case. They say that he has gang tattoos, and these gang tattoos will show that he was involved in this double murder. But another tattoo that if they want to bring in YNW Melly's gang tattoos, they got to bring in all his tattoos.
No doubt.
And trip this out. He has a tattoo of the mother's name of the guy he's alleged to have killed.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got a Jana and a Jamie tattooed on his neck. Jamie is his mother, but Jana is the mother of YNW Sack Chaser.
Damn.
So he's accused of killing this dude, but he got his mom's name tatted on him.
That's wild.
It is kind of wild. This is what prosecutors do. They're going to bring in your tattoos. But hey, if a defense attorney says, all right, bring them in, we bring them all in.
Right.
So tell me, how does it sound? You telling me that this dude killed the guy that he got his mother's name tatted on his neck?
That could also go a different way, though. That could go.
Also,
it can go and say, look, these guys were such good friends that he had his mom name tattooed on him. He would never do such a thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Like the defense attorney is gonna say, yeah, bring it.
Right.
He got his mama's name tattooed on him, and you're gonna tell this jury he killed this dude that he's got his mama's name tatted on him.
Right.
So we'll say, but they also want to bring in one of his songs called "Murder on My Mind." It came out in March of 2017, a year before these murders happened. And what's your whole take on bringing people's art? Basically, this is art.
It is, technically.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure they're going to put the verse in there. I got murder on my mind, AK-47, Mac, Glocks, and 9s. And, but at the end of the day, it's rap music. This is the stuff that we bob our head to. This is the stuff that we get ready for work with. This is the stuff that really just give us a little energy, even though, corporate America listen to rap music. So I know they're going to drag it down through there, but just because somebody raps about this stuff, which we all know, don't mean that they're about the business. And
yeah, these lyrics are just, they're just art to me. Although sometimes their lyrics do reflect reality, you can't, a prosecutor or a law enforcement officer does not have the know-how and the knowledge to be able to differentiate between true art and what might be real.
Well, I believe they do. But what they try to do is convince the jury not to differentiate. So it's not about what the prosecutor believes. It's not about the defendant, the defense attorney believe. It's about what you can get those jurors to believe. And if they can get those jurors to believe that these guys made this kind of music because they were actually these kind of guys, then hey, you can get a conviction based on, or a feeling based on what they said in these rap lyrics.
Well, the song "Murder on My Mind" by YNW Melly doesn't have anything specific to these two guys, his two friends that he's alleged to have killed. So they basically just gonna take the lyric you just said, AK-47s, Mac 11s, and Glocks. Let's say that they use the Mac 11. The prosecutor say,
right.
You
do have a little point there, though.
He said Mac 11 in the song, but to me that's a very weak connection. Just to say he used the Mac 11 and he's got it in his lyric.
It's weak when you talk about taking a person's life. And when I say taking a person's life, I mean convicting somebody and giving them a life sentence. So that's not beyond a reasonable doubt just because somebody said a certain kind of guns. It's only so many guns that people rap about,
Yeah.
So now if he would have said, a sawed-off 82 shotgun, and that was the exact kind of gun he used. But just to throw those out there, like I said, I believe they're just trying to build up the case to show that these guys are mentally capable of committing this kind of crime, but you're really not proving that. You're just saying that.
Hey, who sang the song way back in the day? I shot the sheriff.
Exactly.
But I did not shoot the deputy.
I remember that.
Now, I don't think that no one would ever think, let's take that song and put a case against him, but because it's rap, I think rap gets stigmatized in a certain kind of way.
Well, it gets stigmatized, but let's be honest. Rappers are out there getting themselves involved in gang-related activity. But just because you out there associating with gang members, using gang terms, that don't mean you murder somebody. So I'm not gonna buy it that rap do get a bad rap because they really try to live. Some of them really try to live the life of gangsters, but that don't mean you murder somebody.
Well, I actually believe most rappers do not live the life of gangsters. Very few of them, if any, actually do.
No, you got a point there. That's why I said trying to. With some of these rappers, they do try to connect with the street. They do try to get out and hang around some rappers. Some gangsters, I should say. Not particularly putting themselves in a situation, but they do try to go get credibility by hanging around a few gang members, taking a picture and say, hey, look, I'm over here in LA, I'm over here in Compton with some real gang members. But like you say, they're not the ones putting in any work or committing a crime themselves,
Yeah, I don't think Bob Marley would have ever got charged. If he would have got charged, they would have been able to use his music against him because he did say he shot the sheriff in a song.
Yeah, he said that, but like you say, they definitely taking a different angle with these rappers, with these street dudes, and what I think they doing is just trying everything they can to throw in there. And at the end of the day, some of this stuff is going to get weeded out, but what you done already tarnished the jury pool. Because you're putting the stuff on social media, you're putting the stuff on the news. And back in the day, jurors couldn't get most of this information because it wasn't on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and none of this kind of stuff. So they really just throwing everything in there to see what's gonna stick. That's how I'm looking at it.
Well, I want to ask all the listeners out there: do you think songs like "Murder on My Mind" by YNW Melly, should the lyrics of these songs be used against you in the court of law? Hit us up and let us know. It's some funny lyrics here. Yellow tape around his body. It's a fucking homicide. His face is on a t-shirt and his family's traumatized. I didn't even mean to shoot him. He just caught me by surprise. I reloaded my pistol, cocked it back, and shot him twice.
Yeah. He got some lyrics going on over there, dog. Hey, man.
But it definitely doesn't look good in the court of law. But I don't agree that this song should be used against him at all. And right now, I think that's the reason why it's being delayed, because they're arguing over whether or not this should be admissible.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this video clip of Streets and Scholars podcast with Alex, Alonso, and FG. If you want to listen to the entire episode, go to your favorite podcast platform and type in Streets and Scholars. And thanks for listening to another episode of Streets and Scholars.